Hey guys, and welcome to Day to Day Scott. This is where I bring you daily content 6 days a week, not 7 days. Got to give one day to your family. There's your first tip of the video, man, not even in it. So 6 days a week, what I bring to you is I bring you my daily learnings. So as an entrepreneur, and you'll know if you're an entrepreneur, someone who's hungry for learning, is that we learn lots each day through grinding, through working, from reading articles, from influencers, from coaches, from mentors. We learn so much from each day because of the amount of time and effort we put into it. Because at the end of the day, we increase our value, we increase our profit, we get the money. So that's what I do. I create my learning into each day. You can learn from my failures and my learning from each day into content that'll be valuable to you, and it allows me to reconfirm my knowledge, and it allows you to learn from it as well. And thinking out loud as well, it really allows me to learn more from the videos as well. So it's so beneficial for all of us. And at the end of the day, what's unique about this channel is that you see a lot of influencers, for instance, like Grant Cardone's, Gary Vee, Peter Voogd, and I love these influencers, but they're very high up in what they've achieved, and it's amazing what they've achieved, but not as much in the trenches and where we are. I find that most people are in the trenches, in the grind, I'm hustling just through each day, trying to achieve their destiny and their dreams. So that's what's more raw and organic about this channel, is that it's more about in the grind, and it'll resonate with you more because I'm not talking from this high success growth. I'm growing and I'm improving every single day, as you'll see through these days, but I'm in the grind and I'm pushing to achieve my dreams. So that's what you'll see from this. You'll get a lot more, you'll resonate a lot more from it, and that's why it's so unique, this channel. So I'm going to dive in. It's something I started as a digital marketer for the past 2.5 years. I've started videos on doing digital marketing. So I do entrepreneurship, personal growth, and digital marketing as one of them. And one of the biggest questions I get asked is, how often should I post on social media? How often? It's an interesting question, and we're going to dive into it. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you all my knowledge and experience on it. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So, how often should you post on social media? It's a question that everyone asks. Anyone who's new to social media, even people that are the veterans of social media, still ask the question. Because it's always changing. That's what I love about digital marketing and online and social media, is the algorithms. That it can be annoying at times, but it's also fun because it means I have to be on top of my ball and I have to read articles and stay in tune with what's going on. So it is got influence to change, and it may, but this is what it is from currently. This is from my experience and knowledge, and this is what I'm going to tell you. Before I go into it, I would strongly urge you watch my last video on digital marketing. I'm not trying to push you to that. It's just like, you need to know that prior to doing this. So I'd strongly urge you just pause this, go to the last video. That's my 4-step checklist for every post, any post on social media. It's really crucial. I'm going to be tying that into what I'm going to be saying, so it's crucial to get that. So if you haven't watched it, just go and watch it and come back and it'll be fine. So why must you watch that, and how does that tie in? So that goes through my 4-step checklist of purpose, relevance, timing, consistency. And when you're asking how often should you post, I feel like sometimes people are asking that question because they want you to give the answer that they want and saying, oh, we only have to post once a week. People are just wanting the answer they want to hear, don't they? They want you to give them the answer they want to hear. That's why I think I get asked it a lot. But at the end of the day, I believe that you do have to post quite a bit. So, but it comes down to what I mentioned in my past video of purpose and relevance. If it has no purpose, if it has no relevance, and it has no consistency in what you're doing, then there's no point. If you've got nothing to post, then don't post it at all. Don't just post for the sake of it. And I see this too often. Don't post for the sake of it. So you'll learn through doing social media marketing how to get content and where to research. And maybe I'll go into another video of where you can get content based on your industry to help you getting content if you're struggling. So how often should you post? So I'm going to focus on the 3 main channels that I deal with, which is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If there's any other channels like Pinterest, Google Plus, or YouTube, whatever, you want me to mention, then just let me know down in the comments, and I'll happily go through them as well. So Actually, I'll speak about YouTube as well, seeing as I'm on YouTube. I didn't plan to, but I will. So yeah, so Facebook. From my learning and my experience, some people may say different. I say 2 times a day on Facebook. So I believe you should post a minimum of 2 times a day on Facebook. Again, it must be valuable content. Facebook, you don't want to push too much. Like, you do want to put content out there for sure, and make sure it's valuable. But I wouldn't really go too much further than 2. You can, if again, it can differ sometimes for different industries, but what I'm going to tell you is it's a general rule and principle for all these accounts, but at the end I'll explain a bit further on it. For Twitter's a bit of a messy platform. Like I said, there's 1,000 tweets every second, which is just blows my mind every time I hear that, and it's a bit of a messy platform. So Twitter, that's the platform I believe you can tweet, share, post the most. So I would say a minimum of 3 to 5 a day. Now I know that sounds a little scary, and you could even push it more than that. It is pretty crazy with Twitter, because with Twitter, it's really hard to get noticed because of the amount of tweets and the hashtags, and people just ain't going to see your content. You have to understand that just because you post this beautiful thing, this amazing tweet on any platform, doesn't mean that everyone's going to see that. For instance, Facebook, every post that you do, only 1% of your followers, even if you have 10,000 followers, 1% of your followers will see it. That's how Facebook algorithms work. It's a bit of a ball buster, but that's how their algorithms work. So you have to understand that you have to post more consistently in order to get noticed. So with Twitter being so messy with so many tweets, I would say minimum 3 to 5 times a day. And again, I'll help you with another video of how to get content. At the end of the day, 2 things are key when you're trying to get content: is scheduling and content, as in making your own content. And I'll go into that into another video. And the other account that I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Right, so the other one is Instagram. Great, another amazing channel to use. And I would say 1 to 2 times a day. Again, I would say 1 to 2 times a day. Make it Instagram. You have to be careful because you have to make sure it's really good imagery, video, whatever it is. You can't just be sharing the same stuff from Facebook and Twitter because the imagery might not match up to 1, the dimensions, 2, the aesthetic aspect of it. So make sure it's good. Make sure there's a purpose to what you're posting. Again, this is what I preach in my other videos: the purpose and relevance. Is it relevant? Don't just put posts out there for the sake of it. So that's my cast iron rules for those as a general principle. Oh, I didn't mention YouTube. With YouTube, I'm very new to it, but what I do is I post daily. I go 6 days a week. I go pretty hard on it, and the reason for that is that YouTube prefers people in their algorithms as, again, remember, the social media isn't run by people, it's run by algorithms. People can manipulate the algorithms, but at the end of the day, it's a machine and it's trying to understand your content. And that machine gets smarter and smarter, also sometimes stupid. So that's why sometimes you can see all these issues on YouTube. You see so many content creators moaning about YouTube, slashing their earnings and all this. And that's why, it's because it's the machinery, it's learning, it's AI technology, and it's learning from what you're doing and the way you're doing it. So by posting daily, it's telling the AI that you should be pushed up the rankings because you're posting more consistently to the platform and you're doing more on the platform. So that's what I would say do it daily. I know for some channels you won't be able to do it daily. For instance, maybe like animation creation. That rhymed, that's quite funny. Animation creation, obviously that might be weeks in the creating. So maybe you want to looking at the behind the scenes, just figure out a way where you can post very regularly on YouTube, and that's going to definitely help you with the algorithms. So as I've said, these are general principles and rules I've learned from my experiences. But what I will say, I will make a point, is that it can differ with your strategy, it can differ with the type of company you are in the industry, and I'll explain. For instance, like beauty is huge on Instagram. Facebook is always going to be around. Facebook is always king. That's what I believe. Anyway, Facebook is so great. But Instagram is so good for beauty. So if you're a beauty company, you might want to post 3-4 times a day on there to get noticed. It really depends on which platform you're putting the most weight in, and obviously you will have to understand whether that platform is the correct. You have to understand which platform is the right platform to put the most weight in. But if you're putting the most weight into Facebook, then because you know your customers are there, then obviously you might post more. So that's where it changes a little bit, is when you understand where your customers are more, and you might put more weight and more time and more posts into there. So that's where it differs, and you'll know that. And that's where you have to know, and this is my takeaway, is you have to understand who your customer is and where they are. So I want you to go away and analyze your customer. It's called a customer avatar. So you analyze your customer. So what social media channels are they using? What time are they on? What are they interested in? What do they shop for? What are their general interests? What hobbies are they? Are they married? Are they not married? What relationship status? What TV do they watch? All these things. You just got to ask all these questions and understand. Really, the more questions you ask, the better with the customer, because the better you can create this picture of your profile of your customer, the better you'll understand which social media profile is correct for you. So understand that. That's another little tip for you, is that you shouldn't be stretching far and trying to manage like 10 different social media accounts. That is not going to work. Focus on the accounts that your customers are actually on, rather than focusing on loads trying to look like you're doing everything. You're a really socially active company, because it's pointless. You're wasting your time. So focus on, find out where your customer is, and then focus and put the weight in the right accounts, and then use what I've gone through as a general principle, and then maybe go up a little bit more if you see that Instagram's better for you, or Twitter's better for you, or Facebook is better for you. So whatever you do. So it's kind of play it by you. So I hope you gained value from that, guys. As always, I love doing these videos, especially the digital marketing ones, because I'm a digital marketer. That's what I do. I've done it for 2.5 years, and I really do enjoy it. A little extra thing I wanted to mention, if you don't mind, just sort of a little plug for myself, is that I'm going to run a digital marketing event. I'm not sure when yet, but it should be this month. I'm in the process of organising it. It's going to be my first event, but I'm really excited to do it. It's going to be in Leeds. But yeah, it's a digital marketing event, and it'll be probably an hour to 2 hour, and I'll literally just go through all the inside out of digital marketing, talking you through it from basic to high, to the high level stuff, so you can understand it. I'll take you through it, and just so you can understand how to be seen through the noise of digital marketing. So if that interests you, let me know. Maybe comment below or like it. I'll link the meetup page down below, so you can take a look and maybe give it a follow, and you can get involved. It will be in Leeds, but I will the more I develop of the events, the more I will branch out to other cities. So I really hope to see you there, and I'll let you know obviously when I know when it is. I'm really excited for that, because then I can see you face to face. It's a great thing, because I can see you face to face and I can give you more catered knowledge, and that's what's you're gonna gain more value, when I can give you more catered advice based on your current situation. So as always, it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much for staying around. I hope you got the value. As always, it was a pleasure for me. Please follow and subscribe. YouTube at Scott Mears, Facebook at Scott Mears Entrepreneur, Twitter at Scott Mears _. As always pushing this. The best way to predict the future is create it. It's the top I always wear. It's one of my favourite quotes. Remember that. Keep that in your mind. Remember that when you leave this video today. Thank you for joining me on Day to Day, Scott. It was a pleasure as always, and I'll see you next week on Monday. We get a day off now. I'll see you on Monday, guys. Bye-bye.